File class in Java. What do we mean by file class in Java and how it helps us with the several constructors and methods for implementation of programs? Hello everyone, I'm Sukanya from GoEduHub Technologies, and in this video we are going to discuss about file class in Java. The file class is the abstract representation of file and directory path name. A path name can be either absolute or relative. The file class has several methods for working with directories and files, such as creating new directories or files, deleting and renaming directories or files, listening the contents of directory, etc. Now the constructors of file class are: the keyword file is used along with file parent and string child. It creates a new file instance from a parent abstract path name and a child path name string. Similarly, there is another constructor, file string path name. It creates a new file instance by converting the given path name string into the abstract path name. File string parent and string child. It creates a new file instance for a parent path name string and a child path name string. Next is file URI and then in small URI, small letters. So the URI into the abstract path name. It creates a new file instance by converting the given file, that is URI, into an abstract path name. Now there are several methods also in file class along with their modified mentions. So the first type is Boolean method, that is for the method create new file. It automatically create a new file, empty file named by this abstract path name if and only if with this name does not yet any file exist. That means you can create a new file with any particular name unless any other file name already exists with the same name, a text file. Then a Boolean canWrite function or canWrite method. It tests whether the application can modify the file denoted by this abstract path name string. Next is Boolean canExecute. It tests whether the application can execute the file denoted by this abstract path name. CanRead. This Boolean function is used to test whether the application can read the file denoted by the abstract path name. Absolute is to check whether the abstract path name is absolute or not. Similarly, there are other functions also in the file name or in the file paths. Now here is a program code. You can see that input output stream, all the packages have been imported, and then a public class file1 is created. The file directory is now used to create a new file naming abc1.txt. If file.create_new file, if we have created after executing this program the new file, then the system.out.println will generate that new file is created. Else the system.out.println will return us that this name file already exists. So we could catch the input output exception here also, and e.print stack trace, that means you can print the exception. And if there exists any other file, then it will show us that file already exists, otherwise the new file will be created. So let us firstly write this program and see the execution of it and check whether in that particular class path or in the folder the file gets created or not, the empty file, because right now we have not written anything in the file, we are just creating an empty file. Now here you can see that I am compiling firstly the code which I have written for the creation of a new file, and for that the syntax is javac file1.java, that is your name of the file, and java, the file where you have written the code. Okay, so when I execute this particular command, it is executing and a class file, here you can see that a class file is created. Now what I have to do is I have to run this particular class file only, because we compile the .java file and run the class file. So when I run this particular class file, it show me that the new file is created, and here you can see that a new file naming abc1.txt, a text document is created, which is the new file I want to create. It is an empty file. You can check that this particular file is abc1.txt file is created after the code is executed. This is how we can create a new file with the help of the file class in Java. For more concepts and programs of Java, we will look into upcoming videos. Thank you.